Radisson Hotel Kandy, A Symphony of Disappointment, or How to Ruin a Vacation in 50 Easy Steps. Oh my darlings, gather round. Let me tell you the tragic ballad of Radisson Hotel Kandy, a place where dreams go to die, where hospitality is a myth, and where the only thing more broken than the elevator is my faith in humanity. I arrived, oh foolish, hopeful meweth, the naivety of a baby lamb prancing into a slaughterhouse. The lobby smelled like regret and old carpet, a musty, damp odor that clung to the air like a bad decision. The lights. Oh, don't get me started. The room was lit like a haunted attic, just two sad little bedside lamps, casting shadows so deep you'd think the hotel was auditioning for a horror movie. And the corridor. A symphony of mildew and despair, like someone had bottled the essence of a wet sock and sprayed it as air freshener. But let us talk about the service. Oh ho ho, the service. The check-in took longer than a medieval siege. 45 minutes, 45, with luggage in hand because the elevator was, of course, out of order. A week's booking meant nothing apparently. Reservation is just a fun little word they like to say, like luxury or clean. The staff moved with the urgency of sloths on sedatives, their faces blank as if they'd been trained by robots programmed to misunderstand human suffering. And then there was the food. Oh, sweet suffering. The international buffet was a cruel joke, a sad little spread of two types of rice, spaghetti that tasted like regret and vegetable noodles that had given up on life. No meat, nothing. Just a sad little curry sitting there weeping quietly. Breakfast, a tragedy, cold, limp, flavorless like eating cardboard that had been left out in the rain. And for this, they charged prices that could make a billionaire wince. But the real horror, the rooms, musty, dirty carpets that looked like they'd been last cleaned during the British colonial era. The bathroom, a crime scene, half a roll of toilet paper, half like they were rationing for the apocalypse. The shower had mold so artistic it could be been displayed in a modern art exhibit. The Wi-Fi, a myth, a legend, a fleeting whisper of connectivity that vanished the moment you dared to need it. And the staff, oh the staff. Racist, rude, and about as helpful as a screen door on a submarine. Asked for a hairdryer, sorry, all given out. Like this was some post-war scarcity situation. Driver accommodations, a lie. A lie told with a straight face, only to be yanked away 30 minutes later like some twisted prank. And then there was the music, heavy metal, limp bizkit at sunset, in a hotel. Like someone had handed the aux cord to a 14-year-old in 2001 and walked away. 6 customers, 6, all left, because nothing says relaxing tropical getaway like Fred Durst screaming into your cocktail. The pool, overcrowded and filthy. The gym, equipment older than my grandmother. The noise, constant like the hotel itself was screaming for help. Construction, loud music, the sound of my own despair echoing off the stained walls. And the creepy staff, oh yes, the male employees who looked at you like you were a menu item. The receptionists who begged for Google reviews if anyone would willingly admit to staying here. This, my loves, is not a hotel, it is a scam. A beautifully orchestrated...
The reality of businesses near Radisson Hotel Kandy. Kandy, if you're staying at the Radisson Hotel in Kandy, you might assume the surrounding businesses match the elegance of the hotel. Unfortunately, you would be wrong. The area is riddled with disappointment, overpriced, poorly managed, and often outright scams. Let's start with shopping. The Kandy City Centre is supposed to be a mall. Instead, it's a masterclass in how not to run a shopping experience. Visitors are greeted with locked bathrooms, except one, which charges 30 rupees for the privilege of encountering floors slick with urine. Security guards treat hygiene like a myth, and the food court, imagine prison cafeteria standards, but with Columbo-level pricing. Weekend entertainment. A band plays so loudly, you'd think they're punishing you for entering. The arcade charges kids just to look at broken games, and if you complain, staff will argue with you like you're the unreasonable one. Dining options are no better. Balaji Dosai serves stale doses with the enthusiasm of a tax collector. One pregnant woman waited 40 minutes for food while watching later arrivals get served first. The staff, elderly, slow, and occasionally hostile, especially if you're local. Foreigners get priority, likely because they tip better. A meal here is less authentic Indian cuisine and more regret in edible form. Cafe Secret Alley follows the trend. Their scrambled eggs arrive as rubbery pancakes. Smoothies taste like sweetened tap water, and the owner's response to criticism, aggressive sarcasm. Diabetics, beware asking for lime in water is considered a radical request. The hygiene is questionable. Picture a brownie being handled by a man who just wiped sweat off his face. For nightlife, slightly chilled lounge offers the illusion of sophistication. 4 chicken wings for 2,000 rupees. That's not dining, that's extortion. The British owner reportedly treats locals as second-class customers, and reservations vanish into thin air if they find a richer tourist. The view is nice, but at these prices, you could buy a postcard and stare at it in a better restaurant. The Empire Cafe completes the tragic lineup. Their biryani is unsalted rice with sad chicken chunks. Fish burgers hide bone shrapnel, and the toilets resemble abandoned gas stations. The manager's defense: our Italian coffee machine never had complaints before. Translation: you're wrong, and we won't refund you. Summary for travelers: expect businesses here to cut corners, overcharge, and shrug when confronted. The pattern is clear: locals are an afterthought. Hygiene is optional, and prices are fantasy. If you must venture out, bring snacks, hand sanitizer, and very low expectations. Final thought: Kandy is a beautiful city, but around the Radisson, it's a carnival of mediocrity. Tread carefully, or better yet, order room service.
So I was looking into crimes near Radisson Hotel Kandy, just to see what's going on in that area. And oh my goodness, it's like a whole different world out there. Businesses near Radisson Hotel Kandy are like super shady. Like there was this one massive financial scam operation that got busted by the police. It was run by 114 Chinese nationals who rented out 47 rooms in a building and used them to scam people online. Can you believe it? They were targeting both locals and tourists, promising them fake investments and stuff. I mean, how could you do that to people? It's just so wrong. So I'm guessing the victims were probably devastated. They lost all their money and their trust in people was broken. And the scammers, they probably got away with it for a while, but eventually they got caught. I hope they got what they deserved. And then there was this storefront scam near Radisson Hotel Kandy, where a father and son were running a fake business. They were luring people into doing tasks for small payments, and then they demand huge deposits from them. One woman lost over 4 million rupees. I mean, how could they live with themselves? I think the victims were probably frustrated and angry. They were promised something, and it turned out to be a lie. And the scammers, they probably thought they were clever, but they got caught in the end. And oh boy, there are shops near Radisson Hotel Kandy that are selling counterfeit goods at crazy prices. They're mislabeling items and refusing refunds. One tourist got ripped off by a fake branded power bank. I mean, what's wrong with these people? I'm guessing the tourist was probably really upset. They wasted their money on something fake. And the shop staff, they probably just shrugged it off and didn't care. And there are also currency exchange scams near Radisson Hotel Kandy. They're displaying attractive exchange rates, but then they change them, or add hidden fees, or even give out fake notes. One British tourist lost hundreds of dollars. I mean, how could you do that to someone? I think the tourist was probably really scared. They didn't know what to do. And the scammers, they probably thought they were clever, but they got caught in the end. And finally, there are pharmacies and grocery stores near Radisson Hotel Kandy that are selling expired products to tourists. One group of travelers got sick after consuming them. I mean,